recently just watched his worst film, and I thought I'd do their top 5 of one of the most controversial filmmakers out there, Mel Gibson. I unapologetically love Mel Gibson as a filmmaker. He's one of my favorite directors of all time. All controversies aside, he makes movies that are bold, beautiful, heartfelt, endearing, and incredibly intense at times. Having said that, his number 5 film is The Passion of the Christ. This movie is a brutal telling of the last few days of Jesus Christ and the sacrifice that he made for mankind. It is an intense watch. It's not a subtle movie. It's really brutal at times, but the artistry, the performances, the music, the cinematography, everything is just so well done, and you really feel the importance of the sacrifice Jesus Christ made. And I'm not Christian, but I really felt that and related to what Christians feel in a sense. It's a bold movie, it's a powerful movie, it's a grandiose epic, and I am really waiting until he makes that second part that he's been rumored to be making for a long time. Number 4, The Man Without a Face. A lot of people haven't seen A Man Without a Face. It is Mel Gibson's most subtle film. It's a movie about redemption, about friendships, about the importance of teacher-student relationships, and how they can inspire and make students achieve their full potential. It also deals with discrimination in a sense, about judging a book by its cover, not knowing the full story, and it does it with such a subtle hand, and it's just really brilliantly told and performed. Mel Gibson's performance in here is really good, as well as the chemistry between him and the little boy. They do a wonderful job. If you want to see what he can do as a filmmaker with a more subtle hand, this is the movie to watch. Number 3, Apocalypto. This movie is brilliant from beginning to end. It's an edge of your seat thrill ride. It keeps your adrenaline pumping. The visuals, the cinematography, the ways that some of the action scenes are shot, it's just breathtaking. I don't know how a man could make just running so intense. It's almost a primal movie, and in that sense, the performances from the cast is incredible, and to be done in the native language is incredible, and to have a cast of mostly native actors is amazing. There are some intense scenes in this movie, and it has probably one of my favorite scenes and intense moments where there's a woman who gives birth in a body of water, and it's just incredible. I haven't seen a movie quite as intense as Apocalypto to this day, and it's just one of the best achievements in filmmaking. Number 2, Hacksaw Ridge. I love Hacksaw Ridge. I think it's a movie that is told in 2 parts. You see the more subtler, more romantic, more romanticized version of Mel Gibson's directing style in the first half, and then the more intense and brutal moments in the later half. Andrew Garfield gives one of his finest performances in this film. It's a film about conviction. It's about, being true to who you are. It's sort of a anti-war film. It does show the importance of sacrifice, and it's just such a brilliant film from beginning to end, and one of his finest films. I'm surprised he didn't win a Best Director award here. Again, it was one of the best films that came out the year it came out, and he needs to go back to making films like this. And no doubt, my number 1 favorite Mel Gibson movie is Braveheart. This movie is incredible. It's a sweeping epic. It's about love. It's about fighting for freedom, and it's just a wonderful movie. It has some of the best cinematography I've ever seen, costume design, the speeches, the performances from the entire cast. It's just such a wonderful story, and it's an important story. Yes, is it dramatized, but it's one of those sword and sandals, very masculine movies that I love seeing, that I haven't gotten a feel for until like very recently with Gladiator 2. This movie inspired Gladiator, and it's just this sweeping epic and Mel Gibson's greatest work, and he deserved all the acclaim and accolades that he got with this one. Those are Mel Gibson's top 5 films, and let me know what your guys' top 5 are. Is Flight Risk even in there? I think that movie is bad, but I need Mel Gibson to be making more movies that are great.